Hello and welcome back to DDLC, this bond we share, and we were moving on to part 8. Let's get started. Oh, I remember. Okay. You wanted to see me, sir? I, I, I don't get why he's not announcing his presence. Okay, that was unnecessary, but okay. He really wouldn't have. Sorry, sir. Like I was saying, some, somewhat. Yes, but it wasn't that unprovoked, I would argue. Uh, okay, I don't think I should say. And I assume you called me here because I understand it if you I understand if you need to inflict punishments on me, but uh, I don't even know what to say. I don't remember the dialogue exactly. I thought I had it in mind of what I wanted to say. Yeah, and I kind of enjoyed that. And it's also pretty convenient the video started there. You don't even know what happened before that. And I'm surprised they're even covering for the guy. You know what? Yeah, that much is true. I definitely could have handled that better, despite my enjoyment. Good. They probably have more sense than the public school at the very least to ask questions. No, sir. Uh, He is so arrogant. This is. This is kind of... Never mind. Hmm. Yeah, and I have a feeling this could get taken advantage of later. And that could be bad. Do they care? Yeah, I personally don't care for this part. I am... what would I say? It doesn't matter. So you talked to him. That is a very bold move, but still. My response, yeah, as a matter of fact, you tell him to come down here himself. Uh, this is, um, I don't know what he's thinking here because he's really adding on to consequences of his actions more than he should. Ow. Because he's your father. But still, oh dear. Oh, right, what happened last time? What happened, I would ask. Language, but okay. No, I guess. Is it? I probably informed them, like, okay, I'm gonna check on Yuri, but still, it doesn't matter. I mean, first I'd probably ask what happened before I go looking for her, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, sort of. That's probably. Oh, never mind. Hello. Can I ask what happened? Alright. Sometimes I do, other times I think it's necessary. What kind of friend would I be if I left you here to cry on your own? It's okay. I'm just curious to know what happened. Oh yeah, and you don't need to say anything until you're ready. Yeah, that kind of makes me curious on why he was being put through it in the first place. But very well. Yeah, I probably would too. Yes, Yuri? What is it about? Wait, are you, that's what you're asking? Just answer the question. I mean, the question is here. I'm avoiding the answer. Uh, I'm not even sure what to think, if I'm gonna be honest. Let me ask you something. I don't remember how this goes. Let me ask you something first, Yuri. What do you think of yourself? This is kind of stupid, but okay, let's just go with it. Well, so am I. That's a start. This part could be different, and you're not that. I don't think you're that annoying, but um, it's a good thing to judge yourself. Well, if you're, I mean, it's better than. eh, This is kind of a dumb response. Okay, that's kind of true to some extent. But it's not what I've noticed. You haven't annoyed me yet. But it's better than just being ignored, I guess. Do I? And what is wrong with that? I mean, no, not at all. It's just, but at the same time, what's wrong with spending time with the others if needed? I do see you. I see how long your hair is. That's surprisingly long, by the way, and how you toy with it often. I see how your eyes peer over the rim of your book when you, uh, at least after you, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. I see that slight smile when you smell a fresh cup of tea. Huh, I wouldn't have even noticed that. Actually, maybe then again, I wasn't there reading. I'm just, I mean, he was. I'm just reading this. The slow sigh that escapes when it's all over. I do see you, Yuri, and you know what? And you want to know the biggest thing I've seen? This doesn't really make maybe I'm not thinking straight at the moment. And there's only one person alive. Um, okay, that's not exactly true. The boys from earlier didn't exactly like her, so you idiot. Uh, no one hates you as much as you hate yourself, Yuri. I'm not even sure if it's possible. This feels sort of nonsensical to me in a way. I thought I remembered this differently. Never mind. I mean, hating oneself isn't always a bad thing. It's how I was able to fix myself in a way. Actually, no, that's not necessarily true. Oh dear, women often don't take it well when they're called idiots. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was, I guess I was kind of insensitive there, but still. Language! Anyway. Oh yeah, and she starts laughing. That's quite a reaction to all of that. What? What in the world are you talking about? Yeah, exactly. What in the world's happening right now? Me being in that sort of situation, yeah, I'd probably. I guess it depends. I mean, yeah, I'd be embarrassed, I guess. What about it? I'd probably stay quiet, personally. I don't get why he would say... If he doesn't want to be like his dad, supposedly, why is he... This doesn't really make... This kind of thing doesn't make sense to me. I'd rather not think about it. No, I don't. Yuri, tell anybody about this and I will kill you. No, probably not. No, probably not. I was not teasing. Is that what happened? Well, at least she's been listening, unlike someone I knew. But anyway. Okay, that's rather cruel of me to say. Never mind. You know what, I might want to apologize for threatening to kill you earlier. That may have not been genuine. But anyway. If you're sorry, Yuri, you should go back in there and apologize. It's... I don't see anything wrong with trying to make... I mean, actually, then again... Wait a sec, do I even know that what... You know, it doesn't matter. has the world done to you? But still, you should go in there and apologize, I would suggest. She doesn't. I'm sure certain. This is so... You're probably one of the most polite people I've met, maybe. No, no, you're not. But then again... Oh, I actually would need some time to think about that part. Anyway. I can't see myself saying any of this personally. Just... You don't have to cry anymore. I will keep you safe. I feel so cringed out over this. I don't know why exactly. Don't deserve what? Comfort or the treatment people are giving you? You have to be specific. I mean, comfort isn't a bad thing, it depends on... But if she's actually sorry, then yeah, comfort isn't a bad thing to give. But then again... I guess it depends. Feel better? I totally wasn't talking. What's a clavicle? I'm not... I don't think I've seen that word before. Actually, maybe I have, I just don't remember until now. I'd have to look at later. You should probably get in there then. Oh, thanks. But anyway. Yeah, exactly what I've been saying the whole time. You two always make it up in the end, right? Like friends often do. Maybe she's not sorry. Never mind. And that's what sickens me. She's just doing it because it's what I would want, and that's... Never mind. Prepare yourself... emotionally? Prepare yourself emotionally? Okay. Yeah. Sure. Hey, by the way, thank you for continuing this time. I mean, continuing to talk this time. I'm pleased with your efforts, Yuri. Okay, I'm gonna pause here and give a warning. This is possibly the cringiest scene in this whole demo, or at least Act 1, whatever they want to call it. Uh, this scene here is gonna be so hard to watch. No, I am not looking forward to this. What she does here is so stupid. Bro, I am so curious. Do they actually have pockets inside their uniforms? I mean, the inside of, not the outside, I mean. Okay. Ouch. Yuri, are you... Oh, yeah, this is kind of awkward. You... What? This is wrong. Yeah, I like they says that. I like he just directly says that instead of hesitates. Yeah, probably nothing much he could do other than that. And then what she does here is just so dumb. Ah. I can hear it. I wonder what audio they used for that. Anyway. Yeah, just drop the knife. But anyway. Now you have to deal with a bunch of bandages again, assuming you even bandage. This... never mind. I mean, that's gotta sort of sting, would it not? Yeah, it might have. Oh, better go and warn her. Yay, they're going home. Yay? Oh dear. And then... No? Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't even think I cut on... You know, I don't think I ever cut onto this the first time, but I don't know if... this might be a bad thing on what he could...
No.
Yeah... This is wrong. Yeah, get away. I need to keep... Okay, after that worst part happens, we actually have some of the best parts of the demo, for me personally, coming up. Okay, maybe not the best part, but it was probably the most enjoyable part for me. I mean, coming up anyway. Yeah, and this gives us what was going on earlier is kind of giving us the impression that, yeah, her life is not that easy. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's sad. If she'd stop using that knife on herself and instead learn how to fight with it, maybe she'd be actually have some defense. You probably should. Yeah, maybe, but after what you've seen... How long was he out after he dropped his things off? Which I left at the start of the game. A knife that sets me off every time I have to look at it. And I don't have it anymore. I'm pretty sure I don't have it anymore unless it got mailed to me. Anyway. I'm not sure what his issues are exactly, but still. Yeah, any new experience would scare me personally. It depends on what it is. And what conclusion did you come to that? Shouldn't you be like worried about her issues a bit? Never mind. You horrible feeling. You know, at first I thought it was fear, but it might be lust he's feeling, and that's probably why it feels terrible. And that is concerning. Yeah, I have no idea on what to even do. Yeah, for the time being, it's probably for the best. Natsuki? Huh. Well, I could use the distraction anyway. But then again... Yeah. Hello? Depends on what it is. Oh, that place? Maybe 5, 10 minutes? Why? How far is he from the store exactly? Stay in the store, Natsuki. Keep an eye on him if you can, and message me if he does anything suspicious. The store has cameras and employees, right? Good. Do not leave the store, even if he goes in. He'll want you to go where no cameras will see him. I'm on my way. You can talk to him if you feel up to it, find out as much you can, and keep him distracted. Well, what I would say is just avoid contact if you can, unless he talks to you, then yeah, that dialogue. Or you can avoid him. Either way, it won't be too long. Natsuki? Hold on, I gotta get some food while I'm here. You guys basically emptied my pantry the last... at least when you guys were there. Sayori wasn't lying when she said I need groceries. He won't come in here, I told you. Cameras. Yeah, but witnesses. But the guy hasn't made a move yet, so relax a little. I mean, think about it. If he wanted to kidnap you in the store, he would have already done it by now. I don't think so. He could still try to follow you home. Okay, yeah, I definitely see why that would be concerning, but... okay. Eventually. Look, we have no reason to attack him at the moment. Besides, there's a few things I'd like to know first. Like whether he's working alone or in a group. I'm sorry, I know this is pretty disturbing for you, but I need you to be strong right now. We don't know anything about this guy, but if he's been watching you for a while, he could know a lot. He could know your address and where you go to school. I don't think I would have thought about any of this, personally. He might try to get you when I'm not around, and yeah, that is concerning. So, when we walk out here, I'm gonna try a few things. I promise I won't put you in danger, but I'll try not to put you in any danger, but I need you to trust me. Just for a little bit, then I'll leave you alone. I try not to. Yeah, I would end up in prison if that were the case. Oh yeah, and if that's all you wanted, you probably should have called someone else for that job. Come on, let's get going. Then you probably shouldn't have bought some. Hey, that man out there, have you seen him before tonight? Do you know if the other cashiers have? Perhaps? Well, people that buy cigarettes I usually deem as bad in general, but I mean, now I have a better understanding on why they buy such things. I mean, I'd like it if they didn't, but anyway. Well, he wouldn't. Well, this kind of reassures us he probably won't kidnap her if he knows he's known. Assuming this guy is smart and not dumb. Alright, thank you. Natsuki, try not to look back at him, okay? I'll keep an eye on him. Just focus on the head. He won't sneak up on you. He's overconfident, following too close. I can somewhat keep track of him from this distance. So, how was your day? I know. Have you spoken to her yet? What gave you the idea? Is this recent, or... I mean, was this after or beforehand? That's true, that's none of my business. I have... Oh, I mean, none of your business. It's not? Oh dear. That doesn't... Not really, but why would... But okay. And you're an absolute delight. To help you get home? But if we're talking about other reasons, I needed a distraction, and you presented a perfect one. I mean, good question. Haven't really thought about it. I mean, I did think about it. Okay then. What do you think I get out of it? You really are intent on pushing me away. Not what you should say in the middle of a situation like this. Is that what happened with Yuri? And I don't think making her mad is a good idea right now. You're right, I don't. I'm asking you to make me care. What were they saying earlier? I forgot. Okay, yeah, I definitely see now. Okay. I'm not saying you should, I'm just giving you the option. If you don't want to talk, then that's your choice. Besides, I think it's a good idea to keep talking so the guy behind us doesn't notice. You know, I gotta say, this music's actually pretty good. But anyway. Yeah. Hmm. You called? So have I, but it doesn't make it any more comfortable. Well, if you want me to. You want the coat or not? You know, it's okay to get help from other people sometimes, something I could use. Something I'm still learning, personally. I have no legal reason to do so yet. I mean, that too, but still. I didn't come here to beat him up, Natsuki. I came to make sure you were safe. Is that seriously what you think of me? That I just go around fighting people I don't like? I mean, sometimes I want to do that, but there's no good reason to. And personally, I'm starting to hate the thought of having to fight someone. Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of why I like this main character. He's skilled, but he hates fighting. I mean, I'd like to have such skill, and I do see some throw in it. However... But if we're talking arguments, yeah, I hate fighting. But sometimes, but arguments aren't a bad thing to have. In fact, they're a good thing sometimes. No, I don't. Okay, in that case, no, I absolutely hate fighting if the person before me is actually weak. Unless they're actually trying to fight me for some reason. There was nothing impressive about it. Ugh. That's a very bold claim to make. And I do deny it. Besides, I shouldn't even have to. I don't know why, but you've made... I'd rather not say that personally, but I don't care if I'm seen as a villain or not. All that matters is the mission. I'm sorry for whatever I did, but right now I'm just trying to help you. mean, to some extent, that maybe I was. Look, listen, this will be kept between us if this doesn't escalate, okay? I'm not gonna fight with you over this. I already told you. I already look bad with the principal. I'm pretty certain it's 9 times out of 10, it's not a good thing. That's not it, by the way. Because it turns me into my bleeping father! Okay, that's... I hate fighting because it's one of the only darn things you ever taught me. Personally, I don't like making friends because it reminds me of my older father. It's not a bad thing to hate the world that's the way it is, anyway. Is it? And I have to stop him there. You've had teachers help you with that, right? Then again, it seems like a lot of public schools, parents usually just send their kids to public schools because they're too lazy to teach their own children. Probably why there's so many ill-mannered. But anyway. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, and I'm surprised. I mean, I'm surprised he hasn't started questioning if he even knows he's being followed. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, probably because you're there, or something. Oh, spelling error, I just now noticed. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I wouldn't be that sarcastic at the moment. It's fine. You're very concerned about your friend, I get it. No, not really. And yeah, that's one way of putting it. Yeah. They are. But unfortunately, Natsuki, not all of us had the gift of a great childhood and loving parents. Well, to abuse victims, yeah, that's true. Some of us had to live every day in fear, not... this... Not knowing if everything was going to be alright. Not knowing what hope is. Anyway. When I was younger, I'd watch other kids run into their parents' arms, smiling and carefree, excited to go back to their cozy home. The only thing I had was a family with a I don't know how to phrase this. And attempting to raise me into a dysfunctional maniac. Oh, that sounds like a complete 180. What happened to what you were saying before? Yeah, she really cares about Yuri. At least this version of her, anyway. I wanted to say that. Oh yeah, you know, Yuri said the exact same thing. It doesn't even cross her mind that other people could be mistreating her. Yeah, that does seem to be the case. Good. Maybe there's hope for her after all. Even though, yeah, by the sounds of things, she definitely could have worded it better, maybe. 60 feet. That guy following us? About 60-ish feet behind. I don't get how he can measure that. I wouldn't even be able to tell exactly. A little. He's still keeping a greater distance when he needs to. When he needs to? What kind of training do you have to know how close one would have to be? Understood. Wait, how much further? Is there another way? I wouldn't even think of this. Unless... But then again, what they do here is... Oh wait, always? I mean, that would give me an idea, sort of. Okay, let's head right. Trust me. Shh. Wait, are they just hiding around a corner instead of continuing to walk? Or what's going on here? Oh. Huh. He's followed you before. He's panicking because he was expecting you to go left. Don't. Snap. Yep. This is a lot worse than I thought. Moment. That was a two-way radio. Are you sure it's not? I don't even know what. Okay, I might not be too familiar with walkie-talkies. I assume that's what you're. But then again. Oh dear. That's the first time he's needed to use it. You said you always took the left path, right? Yeah, he's reporting you've deviated from your usual route, which means this isn't the first time he's followed you home. Not only that, he has help. We need to get you home. Now. It's not ideal, but I don't think he'd hurt you there. Do you live with anyone that could help? Yeah, but what else can you do? Okay. Let's go back and take the left path. He won't do anything. If it makes you feel better, we can pretend to talk. I'm not joking. Yeah, I can't see myself. I'm acting like that, and it doesn't really make sense, but you know, let's go along with it. Oh, then again, maybe I could think of something. Oh wait, we're heading to your house, not mine. Sorry, let's head back this way. Sort of thing. Yeah. Good. Which one's your house? Hmm. Your daughter has a stalker. It looks like it wasn't the first time he followed her home either. She called me, and I walked her home because she was... snap. Okay, I worded that wrong. So I walked your daughter home because she was scared. Far from it, sadly. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Just do as your father says. Stay safe now, okay? We'll see. What are you talking about? Wait, you think I'm one of her stalkers? Why does everybody keep saying that? Okay. I mean, considering how the world is, an act of kindness is, well, usually pretending nowadays. You know, you and your daughter are very alike in that manner. You do some extreme things to keep her safe, right? Wait, what? Wait, was he accusing him of... Uh, never mind. Nothing much, I just have experience with overprotective fathers who keeps tabs on their kids' every move. That sort of thing. Huh, I wouldn't have even thought of that personally. Wait, did that really happen to him? Just who is this guy's father exactly to not only give him that sort of training to know these things, but to to have people that are in a superior position than him to be scared of him? Hmm. That doesn't matter. Your daughter thought her life was in danger, and I'm inclined to believe her. Being under constant watch doesn't exactly make her feel safe. So either you do something about it, or I will. Not how I worded it, but very well. No. Then me what you can. I'll see what I can do to help. I can't protect her 24/7, but I can at least keep an eye on her at school if needed. I can do a much better job if I know what to look out for exactly. And you've done nothing about it? Wait. The police is following Natsuki? Yeah, that is interesting. Why? What did she do? What did you do? That's making her followed. Anybody, you can just go to an electronics store and buy one, right? Anybody can use a radio. Why, though? I, and she would feel a lot better if she knew who was following her and why they were watching her. You're right, it isn't, but she's a friend. Hmm. Yeah, not gonna happen. At least for now. What a long evening. Yeah, let's just get home. Or do that. Yeah, I probably should stop here.